general evaluator does not do all the roles. The general evaluator has a team of players where they actually come and support the whole evaluation process and give feedback. That's how we actually learn. So for the first evaluation, I'd like to call first the speaker evaluators. May I call the first speaker evaluators? The first speaker was Mario Luis, and the evaluator for speech number 1 is Margarita Estrada. Please welcome Margarita Estrada.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's always an honor to evaluate someone of Mario Luis's caliber, especially with this particular speech, Enough, which is the second time that he delivers this speech. So first I'm going to outline those things that he did well, and then areas that I feel that he needs to improve on or that he could make even stronger. First, of course, the eye contact is always excellent, your timeline going across the floor. And this time, what I enjoy is the fact that you not only use the timeline going this way, but you use it in jagged precision. So this way you were able to show that this will start part of the area and then you move forward. So the timeline, can be used jagged as well as,
Horizontal.
horizontal, thank you. So that was an excellent way to use the timeline. There were certain points where I felt that you really could use the skill that you already have to make it better. Where there were 2 other areas also. You used excellent alliteration when you said gangs, guns, and girls. That was an excellent alliteration. However, you can make that stronger by saying gangs, guns, get serious, and girls.
Okay.
All right? Because otherwise it all sounds the same. You want people to get the feeling of what the Bronx was like and the environment. But if everything looks like, hunky-dory, people don't get that idea. So if you say guns, gangs, it's the seriousness and girls, then people understand that although all this stuff was going on, there was still that happy note with just girls.
Yeah, that's the word. Sorry.
And then when you met Althea, sweet petite, and made my life complete. That I enjoyed that too. That was very nice as well. And the parts about your father, where he comes and he gives you advice, and I think that there's an opportunity for you to change it up a bit. For example, when you have your children, and then they get to play the game, Let's Make That Crazy. Why not bring your dad in so that he could say, oh, revenge. You see, so in other words, like, your dad is looking at you now in his role. So why not bring him in looking at you and saying, now you know what that's like, right? Every parent looks forward to that moment when they could have sweet revenge with their kids, right? So what a perfect opportunity for dad to have that, right? Also, again, towards the end of your speech, where you talk about the imprint, insert yourself out and imprint. Towards the middle of your speech, you touch your backside and you said that left an imprint. So why not bring that back?
Okay.
So that this way it takes the
Visual.
double. It takes the audience back to that again. So the moment you do this, people know it refers to that.
Okay.
At the end as well, when you say reinforce the I am, I think that there's more that you can do with that. You can say reinforce, refill. There's room for another alliteration there.
Yeah.
Where you could use that I am, because I am is like it's such a powerful statement when we say I am this, I am that. It's powerful. I think that if you use that somehow in the end, it will bring your speech toward another register. And I know I'm going over time, but this is important.
Yeah. The repetition around that part. Okay.
Right,
Gotcha.
because the people that I am really touches the heart. And last but not least, take care of your voice.
Yeah.
Take care of your voice, because when you're up on this register, then you sound like you're cracking.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how to maybe speak from the diaphragm, and so that and use a breathing technique so you're able to take care of your voice.
Thank you.
And that's my evaluation.
Thank you.
That was a wonderful speech and a wonderful evaluation. Let's go on for the second speech evaluation. The speech was done by Daniela, and the evaluation will be done by Mario. Please give a hand for Mario.
Thank you. This is, to give clarity around my evaluation, this is Daniela's first evaluation for Pathways. So she is different, because she has completed a series of 10 speeches, so this is an advanced icebreaker. Well, the difference between, I remember the first icebreaker she gave, is that before she had a piece of paper, now she had a few notes, and the reason why she had the notes is because she had a fabulous quote that really closed out her message. So the things that I thought that Daniela did really, really well, like well-structured message. And the reason why I say well-structured is because when you don't have the paper in front of you, you are then relying on your skills, talents, and experiences in order to create that structure. So she came up with a very clear introduction of where she was going to go, talking about the 3 different memories that she had when she was growing up in Ecuador. Then she went through the body of her speech and articulated the key points of her message. And then she closed, and I thought her conclusion was extremely powerful, because it is really hard to find quotes that really captures and embodies a message that you have just given. And you found the one that really nailed it, and you just nailed the quote, and then bam, I'm done. And that's the best way to walk off, because what happens when we speak, we often remember the last thing that is heard, and the way you ended that speech was fabulous. So great job. So I can see that you've taken all the lessons from your initial 10 speeches, and you applied the skills here very clearly. Here's the couple things that I want you to improve upon. Because you didn't have the notes, I saw, and I did the smile at the beginning of the speech. Remember to start off, come up smiling, so that when you start speaking, that you're already smiling, and then that sets you at ease, so you'll be comfortable during the message. So that was the first little nitpicky thing that I wanted to articulate. The other thing, which is a little bit more, will get you to an advanced level, is the body movement. You did a good job of keeping still in your movement, but still you have a little bit of a rock sometimes when you are speaking. And that rock is some way that we often distribute our nervous energy. So what I would offer to you is that keep your ground, and when you are ready to make a point, or, well, like, for example, when movement is great when you were talking about 3 years old, so you can then move here, say, this is 3 years old. Or if you're looking to make another point somewhere else, you turn your body and aim to that side and then move without rocking. So as you continue your speech, just start thinking about movement with purpose. So every time you want to move to, or you use an action word, then you can move. Or if you've finished exhausting your point and you've communicated to someone here, and you're then ready to make the next point within that same framework, you can then talk to Harold, and then, because you are now shifting without moving too much in your body, because sometimes that can become distracting. So all in all, in summary, great job. It is clear that you have taken everything that you've learned in your first 10 speeches and applied it very clearly here. All I look forward to you doing is continue doing the same. You don't have to prepare as much, because you are now getting to the realm of being an advanced speaker. So just, even if we come to a meeting and we need a speaker, feel confident in your ability just to stand up and deliver, because I clearly see that you're capable of doing that in a very seamless way. Mr. General.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you for the wonderful evaluation for Daniela. And the third speaker was Marlene, and the evaluation would be done by Lauren. Please give a hand to Lauren.
Marilyn, congratulations. I know that delivering your icebreakers sometimes is the hardest thing to do, and yet you did it with confidence. I have to say that your structure amazed me for your first speech. It had a wonderful flow to it. You started when you first got here, and then that continued to where you are today, being an inspiration. I thought your tone was great through the whole speech. I liked how you were slowed down to make some points, but then you sped up to make some points. The speeding up was when you were talking about yourself, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I can't think like this. And this is how we all really think. We felt like, oh, we feel nervous. I like that the way your tone and your choice of words took us where we wanted to go. When you felt worried about being here and having no friends, I felt like, oh man, what is that like? But then when you decided, no, I'm gonna do this, we felt the hope. We're like, okay, where's the story going? Like, you brought us in with how fast you were, but then how slow you were. And if I'm not mistaken, please don't take offense to this. Some Latinas can feel that they speak too fast.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
But I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that way. But I thought we had talked about you speaking too fast. I didn't feel that you spoke fast at all. You sped up and slowed down when you need to, which was perfect. I admired your vulnerability to tell us that you were worried and tell us that you didn't feel confident in taking the job that your boss had offered you. And then you kept humor as well with your driver's license story. So that makes us all feel comfortable, and that's amazing that you delivered that. Working on, sorry, Mario took up many of the good points I was gonna make about the structure. You seem to stand here and just go back here. But eventually, because your structure is so good, you can now move on to just being able to move around confidently because you nailed your speech with no notes. So you felt confident in owning your story and who you are. And some people don't feel confident and they need the notes, but you said, no, this is my story, and you owned it. So then now that you own the story, that gives you the freedom to move around because you know what you're gonna say, so you can walk around. Eventually, I would say work on how your tone and your facial expressions. So when you feel the concern, you can just start to have the face look, but then when you get excited, you can start moving up your shoulders or putting your shoulders down to feel sad. Not easy, but believe. I like that you honed in on the phrase of the story for people to catch on to, and you repeated it. And I will say that it was great first speech, and I look forward to you coming back for more and just delivering.
Next is our grammarian and accountant, Harold, evaluating us on how the grammar usage, repetition of words, and the filler words. Please welcome Harold.
Look at all the worried faces. No, you guys, give yourselves another round of applause. Even though I pestered Lauren like 4 times before the meeting started, I didn't have my sheet, so hey, what did I just get through telling you? When you ready, when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I'm on a little cheat sheet. So let's run it right down the list. I'm gonna start with speaker number 1, Mario, my man, as expected, clear across the board. One clap. After I give it ready, one clap. There we go. We're gonna get it out on time. Speaker number 2, Danielle, awesome speech, clear across the board, almost. I did that myself. Just a point of grammar. You said, I don't know if you ever ate crab, when it should have been, I don't know if you've ever eaten crab. All right? See, Gail would like that. I caught it. But other than that, no eyes, ums, and so on. No, so you good. So,
One more. That's a deserving of another one because that was very good.
I was off key. I'm eager.
we have to make a phone call to the Bronx on that. All right, speaker number 3 is Marilyn. Can we give her another round of applause? So you would have been clear across the board, but you had 2 ums. But considering that's your first speech, that's phenomenal. All right, that's phenomenal. Just 1 point of grammar, and I know it's probably just because you're still getting used to speaking the language, speaking English. You said, I don't know nobody, when you should have perhaps said, I don't know anyone. But you'll learn, so don't even worry about that. All right, moving forward.
One clap.
Yeah. All right.
Back on key.
Lauren was that's why I got Mari. Mari. Lauren was our table topic master. You had 2 ums. All right. Moving forward. Emily was our first table topic speaker.
Yes.
Clear across the board. What?
Yes.
And Valerie was our second. 3 ahs, 12
Oh
ums,
my gosh.
2 ands. And that's it. Don't worry about it. Listen, I said the visitors was safe. I didn't know she was going to pick you guys to be table topic speakers, so you fell in my backyard right there. All right. I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your name again?
Rohit. Rohit.
Robert. Okay. Well, you had 1 ah. That was it.
Oh, awesome.
Lucy, you had 3 ahs, 2 ums, 2 so's, 1 you know, and 1 double.
Improving.
Ravindra, as table topic speaker number 5, you had 6 ahs, 2 ums, 3 so's. Yeah, there you go. Evaluator number 1, Margarita, 2 ahs, 4 doubles. Mario, clear across the board all the way until you did 2 doubles. And Lauren, evaluated number 3, 4 ahs, 5 ums, and 1 double. There we go. Lauren, Toastmaster was Margarita. Write that down there. You in the role of Toastmaster, you had 2 ahs, 2 ands, and 3 doubles. Our general evaluator, Ravindra, had 3 ahs. Our timer, Lucy, when you were speaking in that capacity, 15 ahs, 1 double. And Daniela hasn't spoken as our listener yet. And it would appear, I'm going to mark this down as number 2, you all have been recalcitrant in using the word recalcitrant because none of you have used the word recalcitrant at all this evening.
Wait, I used in the beginning.
No, I got you. So I have to write another
You
one.
said no.
And then, I got you. So at this
make sure
point,
you
wait a
got
minute. And myself, and that's 3 ahs. Do I turn it over to you as the evaluator or back to the Toastmaster? General evaluator. Thank you. Oh, one last
Well,
thing.
the listener.
Yeah.
One last thing to you, Marilyn. When you come up here, you don't have to just jump out and start speaking. Come up here, take a cleansing breath. Because when you started, we could tell you were nervous, we don't care, we love you, right? But when you start out nervous, you don't take that cleansing breath and you start speaking and you know your material, you'll find yourself running out of breath. And then you'll start freaking out. It's like, and then you start, things start to fall apart. So when you come up here, take that cleansing breath. Know that you're amongst family and friends. Take that breath. Deliver.
Thank you, Darren. Next in line is the timer. So the timer for today is Lucy. Please welcome Lucy.
I will have to say, you can add another
Sure.
on for me right there. Okay. Being the timer is a little difficult. I will tell you why, because I'm very focused on these speeches and I am learning as everyone is up here. So, there we go again.
See, now you're
Now I'm
becoming-
catching myself.
Absolutely. Trust me.
So, okay, so start off the speeches. Mario, you had 6.43 minutes. Daniela, you were right on the money at 6 minutes, you like right on the money. Marilyn, 5.25. Table topics, Emily, 127. Valerie, 1.5. Rohit, right? 1.06. Ravi, 1.49. And for the evaluation, Margarita, I know you went over a little bit, so it was 424.
Thank you.
Mario 330 and Lauren 248.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now's the time that we see who was listening and who was not. So please welcome Daniela.
I have to agree that just the timer or the listener or any other role is very difficult because you just want to sit here and enjoy everything that's happening here. So it's very difficult to like really listen and then, oh, I'm gonna ask this. Or the times. All right, here we go. The first one. Mario was driving his dad.
Crazy.
Yes. Where were all these guns, gangs, and girls?
The Bronx.
Absolutely.
Who has never been in a car accident?
Marilyn.
Today's music is lacking authenticity and creativity, and I agree. And who said that?
Valerie.
Last one. Who loved playing or dressing up like Cyndi Lauper?
I got all those bangles still. Girls just want to have fun.
That's right.
Okay, so the main roles are done, and as a general evaluator, I jotted down some points. First, the pluses. Welcoming of members was really good. That's the main reason that I came to this club and I was part of this club. I'm a returning member after 2 months. But I love how they make me feel every time I come here. So kudos for that. And setting up and readiness was great. Welcoming of members, I already spoke. Always this club has quality speeches and quality mentoring programs, which is really good, which is a great plus in here. And one of the suggestions that I'd like to suggest would be when we actually clap. Clapping is the currency of the forum. We have to clap, this is a safe environment for all of us to enjoy, to really learn, and especially this club is one of my top 3 clubs where I've ever been, where everybody's mentored and mentored to really win at a very high level. So please encourage until that person comes here, clap. Clapping is free, so clap. And there was one point Margaret actually brought up, exchange of energy. So that means they assume that the stage has the energy, and the exchange of energy should always happen. So we actually exchange the energy and go. So exchange of energy is very important. And 3 awesome speeches, as always, it's awesome. One of the only kind of a minus point which I actually jotted down because I have to, was the start time was 5 minutes late, and don't worry about it, everything went off well. And as a general evaluator, that's my report, and back to Mario.
Again, I echoed Robbie's comments. I thought tonight was a fabulous meeting. I know I try to end the meetings exactly at 9 o'clock, so I'm actually dipping into your time. So you can indulge me for 2 more minutes. The next 2 meetings will be held on the 21st, so 2 weeks away. We adjusted the meeting schedule so we can have more meetings in January because I want to see more people on stage speaking. So and then we'll have a speak out on the 28th. So the 7th, so the 21st and the 28th. So we'll treat this month like it has 5 weeks, and on the 5th week, whenever there is one, we do a speak out. That one will be more focused on speeches. And I think to make sure everybody is included is also we'll do extended table topics for those folks who aren't prepared to do a speech. For the meeting on the 21st, I just want to collect the names of the folks who want to fulfill different roles. Any volunteers in the room for Toastmaster? At all? Okay. Any volunteers for speakers? Okay, we have, wow. Okay. So I'll write down the names, okay. Of course, I will give the person's preference who haven't spoken here today, but trust that those who don't get a chance to speak next week, I definitely expect them to speak on the 28th.
I'll speak
Okay?
on the 28th.
Okay. Any volunteers for general evaluator?
I'll go.
And last, I'll ask for evaluator, anyone who wants to step into the role of evaluator. Lauren, this is your second time doing evaluator, right?
Yes.
Great job. Any other folks who want to take on, who would like to take on the evaluator role?
If you need me,
I want some
but
folks
once
who
you
haven't
get some
had
of
the
the new
chance.
ones, what never
The reason
done.
why I called out Lauren is because Lauren hadn't done it before and she was afraid to do it. And you can see after the second time in, she's very comfortable doing it. It takes time to be able to quickly process what someone else has done and then provide tangible, actionable feedback. And you saw an example of that today. So that shows that with a little bit of preparation and the confidence to come up here and be transparent, you can do that role. It's fulfilling when you're able to do it. So I will leave it out here, and I will probably try to reach out to some of you to encourage you to take on that role. So for those of you who don't have a speaking role next time, definitely delve into a table topic, definitely delve into an evaluation.
Don't be recalcitrant about participating in the vote.
Fourth time that Hal did it.
Who wants the credit?
I just want to, with another 30 seconds of your time, I always find the New Year's is a period where I always reflect on my goals, and I think I've always been transparent about what my goals are for myself as well as the club. What I encourage you to do is after you go home today, think deeply about what you want to achieve and how this club can help you to achieve it. I think the theme has already said, we are a club that supports each other and we have fun doing it. So think back think of what your goals are. Come here prepared next meeting to articulate what your goals are so we can really help you to get there. Because I'd like to see by the summertime, again, the goal is that folks will be able to come up and stand and deliver speeches with almost no notice. And I've continued to see that evolving. So let's get it done.
Mr. President, I'd like to make an announcement, please.
Yes.
Okay. This Saturday, January 11th, the audition for the Speakers Bureau will take place. Some of you know that I am the chair for the District 83 Speakers Bureau. Presently, there's 4 of us that are members, but we're having, actually, it's going to be split in 2 weeks because we had 19 people that applied to be part of the Speakers Bureau. And we only have 12 slots, so it's going to be, half will be auditioning this Saturday, the other half the following Saturday. Everybody is invited to see the auditions because we want to see how the presenters connect with the audience no, I'm doubling again.
I'm not counting no more.
Past
Yeah.
9 o'clock, it's okay.
Okay, so because we want to see how the presenters connect with the audience, how, when they show their slides, how they present their material, if they have an image, well, how do they articulate what's on the image and that kind of thing. So they're going to be held at the Hillsborough Municipal Building, 379 South Branch Road in Hillsborough Township. The time is 9:30 a.m. Make sure to go. You're going to see some of the best speakers in the district there. Again, this is Saturday, January the 11th, 9:30 a.m. Please be there.
Could you
Thank
repeat
Margaret.
could you repeat the address again?
Okay, the address is 379 South Branch Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey.
I think that's the Hillsborough Library, right?
right, it's part of the municipal building, you know, that like it's all in one, you know. So, and then next week, it might be there again, or it may be there's a church in Cranford, it might be there, we're not sure which location yet. But we didn't expect this many people to apply, so we had to split up. So Mario would be the first one, he's going to be the first one presenting Saturday, so, and he'll speak for 15 minutes, so be there, you know. And Revenja will be presenting as well,
Nice.
so,
Nice.
yeah, so we have 2 from Impact 21 there, so.
Definitely come out, please be of support, and this is a great, when you have an opportunity to go beyond the club, you should take it, because you get to see some of the best speakers in our region, and you pick up some new tools and techniques, so, and I wanna acknowledge Marguerite for the fabulous job that she's been doing, getting the speakers bureau up and running and thriving at this time, so,
Thank
so,
you.
we're excited about it.
Yeah.
And let-
Oh, and bring a can of food, because there's a food pantry there.
Okay,
So all they're asking everybody to do is to bring like a can of veggie or kind of, you know, just, you know, bring a can
so
of
we'll
food.
circulate an email that provides you this detail,
Mhm.
and we'd like to see it for folks to come on. With that, I know I've delved into your time, and I appreciate you for it. Have a blessed week, and we look forward to seeing you in the next 2 weeks, okay? Sorry for taking the time. We tried to, sometimes we have so much fun, it goes beyond the time frame.
I feel like my sister.
Margarita.
Naomi.
Yes, when do they have the one in Cranford? You said